After watching almost all 403 episodes, I finally settled on doing this one because I think the colors will pop on the wall. Oh, hey there. While I have you, let me show you some of the materials I'm going to be using. I have 10 different colors of paint. I have paintbrushes, plastic, a painting pole, a roller, a giant nap attached to a roller that will be attached to a painting pole, a giant tray to pour paint in, more trays, a container to put paint in to paint, and an extension cord for dramatic effect. This painting is 23 feet long. Smooth. And it is 11 feet 7 inches, 23 feet wide, and 11 feet 7 inches long. And we are 55 inches away from each other. One more thing we gotta do before I paint world's largest Bob Ross tutorial. Brings me much pain because it took me like 15 hours to paint this. Is we have to paint over this. It needs to be white so that we can paint the Bob Ross tutorial. Pikachu is sad, but he will live to be on another wall. Do a little sharpening. Okay, got my pencil sharpened. Gonna start adding some points of reference and lay everything out so I can start painting. There's some kind of structure of mountains and hills. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna start painting the sky. Time to throw up this beautiful blue. I was in such a hurry after I painted the blue that I remember this trick about putting your roller in the fridge and it saves. So you take your roller off, you wrap it in plastic and you put it in the fridge and then it saves. You don't have to throw it away and you don't have to spend all the time cleaning it. You can just pull it out of the fridge, pop it on the roller and the nap works. Well, I was in such a hurry that I put it in the freezer. I don't know if you can, how well you can see this, but this thing is like, it's solid as a rock. Pretty much unusable. Got my beautiful angled brush. Bob Ross has all his beautiful brushes. I got some beautiful brushes. My brushes are a little bigger. So I think I figured out what to do when I was just using the paint on the wall, leaving this patchy, weird gradient thing. So what I'm doing is I'm going in all in, solid, fully painting and mixing paint to get the gradient that I want. So like normally on a white canvas, you can kind of blend out paint to kind of give a soft feel. On this wall, it's not working at all. So I'm going all in, solid, and kind of working darker to lighter here all the way across to the other side. I am excited about painting these mountains. They're fun to paint. Bob Ross uses a little cut-in knife, like painting knife. Obviously this is much bigger, so I'm gonna use a big putty knife. Hold on. Okay, so got these. So these are actually for drywall, doing mud and repairs and drywall work. The way Bob Ross does, which he puts a little roll of paint on the edge and he kind of just runs it down the side of the mountain to create those highlights. The shadow side of the mountain, the side of the mountain that's getting hit by the light. So I'm gonna use these, but first I'm gonna give it a coat of paint in a darker kind of really deep, almost black purple. So when those highlights and shadows hit the mountain, it really pops. feels just silly. Maybe it's better just to dump it from the 5. Now we're gonna attempt one-handed pour. Don't want to make pink. Want to make kind of a bright white. There you go. That is exactly what I'm going for. I have to say, those highlights look pretty good. I've never been more excited to throw shade than I am now. Oh! Bob Ross uses like fine oil paint that are high quality, easy to mix. I am currently trying to match colors using exterior paint. You know, paint that you use on a roller and like you use out of a sprayer, and it's much more difficult. I got this color pretty close. We're gonna be doing some many trees off in the distance, just kind of all nestled on a hillside. Organic seaweed snack with wasabi. That's all I have for dinner right now. But how about these trees though? It looks like it's creating a little bay. I hope I'm making Bob Ross proud. The darker shadow part of the tree is done. Okay, so this next part is just gonna be more of the same, more of trees and bushes and the dark parts before we go over it and do the highlights. Instead of you watching me go through the process of putting all that down, I'm just gonna, okay, halfway done. One more. There we go. We're gonna start with the highlights. We're gonna bring this painting to life. It's gonna pop. That's it. The world's largest Bob Ross tutorial. A lot has changed. It's actually been a few months since I filmed the painting of this. I shaved my head, lost some weight, moving out of this studio. And I need to give the unit back the way I found it, and this wall was white. So again, I'm gonna be painting this wall white, covering the world's largest Bob Ross tutorial.